Salamat sa pagtulong nyo.
Let us welcome Dr. Falcutila. Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dr. Falcutila and this is Salamat Doc. Today we're going to talk about the skeletal system, its functions, its components, and the diseases that you may contract from it. Today we're going to show you the warning signs so you can get treatment quickly, and we're going to give you tips on how to prevent contracting these diseases. The skeletal system is one of the most important body systems. It helps us keep on our feet and is very essential in protecting our other vital body systems. Well, to further explain on this, let's watch a video by world-renowned orthopedist Dr. Kyle Agregado.
The skeletal system includes all of the bones and joints in the body. Each bone is a complex living organism that is made of many cells, protein fibers, and minerals. The skeleton acts as a scaffold by providing support and protection for the soft tissues that makes up the rest of the body. The skeletal system also provides attachment points for muscles to allow movement at the joints. The adult human skeletal system consists of 206 bones, as well as a network of tendons, ligaments, and cartilage that connects them. The skeletal system performs vital functions: support, movement, and protection. Calcium, also blood cell production, calcium storage, and endocrine regulation that enables us to survive. The skeletal system includes the cranium, mandible, clavicle, scapula, humerus, radius, ulna, the sternum, ribs, ilium, sacrum, pubis, carpals, metacarpals, phalanges, the ischium, femur, patella, tibia, fibula, tarsals, metatarsals.
Now that we learned from Dr. Kyle Agregado the main functions and the parts of the skeletal system, we must now learn the symptoms commonly associated with the skeletal system and some tips on how to prevent these diseases. Now, let us welcome our two guests, Dr. Paul Enriquez and Dr. CJ Lagi. Please take a seat. So, doctors, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, and I'm glad that you've invited us in your talk show. It's an honor, Dr. Jacob.
Thank you. What about you, Dr. Enriquez?
Yeah, I'm very happy that you have us here for tonight's show.
Okay, so now back to our topic. There has been a rising public awareness about the skeletal system and the diseases that people may contract from it. Would you please care to elaborate? Like, what are the major diseases? What are the most prevalent diseases, and some tips on how to prevent these diseases?
First is osteoporosis. What do you mean by osteoporosis? Osteoporosis is a prevalent disease which persists among elderlies that causes their bones to be thinner. In osteoporosis, your bone loses calcium, which may cause a thinner bones and may disappear. On the other hand, osteoporosis can develop the previously constructed bones.
So you're telling me that osteoporosis only happens to the elderly?
Well, no. There are rare cases that younger people is been affected by osteoporosis. But most of the time, the elderlies are mostly affected of it.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lagi. What about you, Dr. Enriquez? Would you mind to share something with us?
Hey guys. Tonight I'm going to be talking about arthritis. So what is arthritis? Arthritis is a skeletal disease that usually is located in our joints. Our joints is located in between our bones. Our joints are located usually in our fingers, our wrists, and our elbows, usually hips, and everywhere that our bones in between. So when we're experiencing arthritis, we usually experience pain. We usually experience static-like pain. So how are we supposed to know if we have arthritis? If we have arthritis, we usually see arthritis if we hold our hand here, and if our hand is shaky like that, it's usually a sign of you having arthritis. And if you have swollen joints here, you're usually that usually leads to arthritis. So having arthritis means we're lacking calcium in our body. So we need to intake calcium for us to have less chance of having arthritis. And also, we need to put in some activities in our daily lives for us to prevent having arthritis. So yeah.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Thank you for your time. And as a token of our gratitude, we here at Salamat Doc would like to present you with gifts of ensaymada. Can you please?
Oh, thank you.
Review. Well, we'll be going into a commercial, but when we get back, we'll be taking questions from the audience. If they have questions about the skeletal system and how they act, the parts, and anything really about the skeletal system.
Salamat Salamat Dok sa inyo. Salamat sa pagtulong nyo.
Okay, now we're back. I'll be taking questions about the skeletal system from our audience. So let's get our first question. Does anybody there in the audience have any questions?
Hey Doc,
Oh, you right there, young man.
I have a question. Is
Okay.
dwarfism is considered as a skeletal disease?
That's a great question, young man. For those that do not know, dwarfism is the condition of having short stature. It is commonly defined too as having the height of 4 feet and under, or 4 feet and 10 inches and under, if memory serves me right. Well, there are two kinds of dwarfism. There's proportionate dwarfism, and then there's disproportionate dwarfism. Well, disproportionate dwarfism means that you have an average size torso, but your limbs are shortened. While proportionate dwarfism means that your let me remember. Oh yes. Well, proportionate dwarfism means that your body parts are proportioned, but your torso is small. There are many causes of dwarfism, over 200 in fact. There can be any number of like hormonal or genetic causes of dwarfism, such as, growth hormone deficiency. The most common type of dwarfism called, called skeletal dysplasias are genetic. Skeletal dysplasias are conditions of abnormal bone growth that can cause disproportionate dwarfism. Thank you for that question, young man. As a final note, okay, to summarize, we learned that the skeleton is a very important body part, and we need to take care of it by drinking lots of water, lots of milk, consuming foods that are rich in calcium, and always taking care of ourselves, keeping our back straight, stuff like that. And please remember to follow us in Facebook, in Twitter, in Instagram. And the links will be right here. And of course, also guys, don't forget the name of this show. Salamat Doc.